First, go to the ASTROS Download Center, download the Pod Utility, and install it on your PC. Once the installation is complete, launch the Pod Utility first. After the Pod Utility is open, plug the pod into your computer. The Pod Utility will automatically detect the connected pod. This may take a few seconds. Once the connection is established, the pod LED will continuously blink green. Click Detail to view the pod information and its current settings. You can also enable or disable the auto projection feature here. The paired station information is displayed in this section as well. You can click Check for Update to automatically detect the latest firmware version or select Manual Update to upload a firmware file manually. The firmware package can be downloaded from the ASTROS Download Center. After downloading, remember to extract the zip file and select the ASP file for the update. After clicking Check for Update, the utility detects that a newer firmware version is available. Click Upgrade to start the firmware update. During the update process, the pod LED will alternately flash red and blue. Once the firmware update is complete, the pod utility will return to the main page. Next, let's pair the pod with an ASTROS station. First, open the station web interface. Go to the configuration page. Under the Wi-Fi settings, make sure ASTROS as AP is selected. This is the default setting. Then, go to the pod pairing page and select Pair the pod to this station. Return to the pod utility and select ASTROS station. First, make sure your PC is connected to the station's Wi-Fi AP. Then, enter 192.168.120.11 in the auto detect field. This is the default IP address of the station. Return to the main page and click Pair to begin pairing. Once the pairing is complete, the pod LED turns solid green. Next, we'll pair the pod with another wireless access point. First, open the station web interface. Go to the configuration page. Open the pod pairing page and make sure Pair the pod to other wireless access point is selected. Enter the SSID of the target wireless access point. Please make sure the SSID matches exactly, including uppercase and lowercase letters. Then enter the corresponding WPA2 or WPA3 Wi-Fi password and click Apply. Return to the pod utility and select ASTROS station. Choose Manual Input. Enter the current station IP address. In most cases, it will be on the same subnet as the target wireless access point. Then enter the SSID of the wireless access point. Please note that this is not the station's SSID. Enter the Wi-Fi password and click Save. Return to the main page and click Pair. Once the pairing process is complete, the pod LED will turn solid green, indicating that the pairing was successful. If you have multiple pods to pair, simply unplug the paired pod and insert the next one. The pod utility will automatically detect the new pod, allowing you to click Pair again without reconfiguring the settings. Alternatively, you can pair the pod by plugging it directly into the station. The station will automatically pair the pod with the other wireless access point using its current configuration. Your pod is now ready to use. Simply connect the pod to your PC and start wireless screen sharing. This concludes the Pod Utility User Guide. Thank you for watching. If you have any questions or need technical support, please feel free to contact us at any time. Thank you for watching, and we look forward to seeing you again in our next tutorial.